Hello, this is Teacher Wilber. Welcome to my channel, podcast number 1. I'm just starting. However, I have few disclaimers. 1, this is not an advice channel. 2, this is not a preaching channel, however much important that is. So welcome with an open mind, with an open heart, and assume you're having a fireside chat with a brother. As I said, listen to whatever I'm saying and go do your thing. Today, we are going to tackle the concept of reality and free will. This is not for everybody, so kindly absorb what you can absorb. What is reality? First, reality is neutral. When I say neutral, I mean that reality doesn't care about your beliefs. It doesn't care about your feelings. It will remain a reality. Why do we do the things we do? Why do we say the things we say and in a manner that we say them? Why are we in a profession or a career that we are in? Why did we choose to date or to marry the person that we married? Were those things based on reality or were they based on belief? I would like to say that most of the things that we do or have in our lives is rather shaped by the environment and the beliefs that we have rather than reality. When you look at the career that you took, more often than not, it's because you were told that it pays more. It's not what you had deep within you. If you ask why you're dating the person you're dating or you married them, it's because it was your parents' taste or the belief that you held earlier on told you that this person grew up in a good environment where their parents believed in this and that, and therefore you felt or you believed this was the right person for me. All of those things I'm trying to say is that I'm trying to preempt that that's not a reality. A reality is attained by soul searching, by speaking to your deeper self and asking yourself, what do you really want? Why is it that we are unable to sit in a silent room without our phone for 30 minutes? It's because our minds are eating us alive. We have unresolved issues. Everything we want to postpone. Everything is informed by something that was informed by something. Everything that we believe in, even the concept of guilt. Sometimes we are even guilty of the things we are not supposed to be guilty of, but because you were told by someone that if you don't help, you'll feel bad about yourself. If you don't do this thing in a certain manner, you're going to pity yourself. And so we stay in that dark room of imagination, not being able to face reality, but rather believing in what you were told and how you were shaped. As I said, I'm not here to offer solution. I'm just here to make you think in a manner that you can soul search yourself and think that in anything that you're saying, in any manner that you're behaving in, is it the reality of what you believe in, or it's just the shaping on the environment that you grew up in? When you're treating your spouse in the manner that you're treating them, is it because you read somewhere that if you treat your spouse in this way, they are going to behave in that manner? Or it's because you really feel that these people deserve to be treated in such a manner because they are doing this and that? I will attach that with prescriptions. Prescriptions are how-tos. How to be successful, how to lose weight, 10 ways of doing this. And prescriptions never work unless in a mechanical world. It's because for people to succeed in whatever field they are in, it is about delving deep into the reality within themselves and asking whether it is the success they need or it is just the imploration of the environment they live in that they are expressing. What I'm saying is, everything you do, if you want to be successful, don't look for the reason behind that thing. If you are doing something so that you can be loved or so that you can make someone happy, then those are prescriptions. Reality is you yourself. Go into that deep corner. Ask the deep questions. Why am I doing this? What am I planning to achieve? It is within you. Reality is never outside of you. Once you've answered those deep questions, you can come outside. You will live in reality. And one thing, reality doesn't have to please people. Reality will give you peace. You will not be avoiding phone calls because you have debts. Reality will tell you are not able to solve that debt in 2 years from now. And reality will tell you have to make that phone call and tell them if you can't wait for 2 years, then that is it, I'm not able. But since we are living in a world which we have to please people, you will end up avoiding them. You will end up giving excuses that wants to make them feel raw and good. But we will avoiding the hard questions about us. Reality will tell you that you have to call your parents and tell them that this is not possible until you give me 3 months. Reality will tell you that you'll have to sit down your spouse and tell them, no, I'll hurt my mind if I tell you this. The reality is that for now, I don't feel comfortable in this space. I have to get my own space. The moment we live at the comfort of pleasing others, then we will face the reality and we'll avoid the shatter of our minds eating us alive and making us uncomfortable every morning, every day. But just remember that reality is neutral. Everything you say, everything you do, everything you listen is shaped by the beliefs of the people they are telling you. Number 2 is the concept of free will. I was looking this from a different lens of maybe during medieval times or even 50 years ago. Free will. People were more free than the way we are right now. And the reason we are not free is because there are distractions, right, left, and center. In the 50 years ago, maybe, there were less distractions because if I can imagine, maybe the only thing that could distract you along the way is maybe billboards and a few things. A decade or 2 ago came televisions, advertisement, but now we are carrying them in our hands. You open your Gmail promotion updates, everything is filled there. The AI can even predict what you are looking in Google and give you the same thing in YouTube. And the funny thing is that the reason as to why we go in our phones is because we are bored. We are not able to handle the reality that we are living in. You go to discuss something with 3 people, and because your mind cannot settle to have a serious discussion, you are in your phone. You're concentrating on cheap dopamine that's available. You want to see the next like that someone has liked your picture or someone has commented on your post. That's not freedom. We no longer have the free will that we are supposed to be having, such that you can leave everything else and remain complete as a person. And the same boils to the same concept that we are avoiding the things that are boiling within us. Depression is clinical, but as far as it's clinical, there are unresolved things that may lead to us getting depressed because we are not facing the reality. Today I challenge you, this is not an advice. I just challenge you to look things in a different angle and ask yourself why you're behaving in a manner that you're behaving. Ask yourself, why are you avoiding that phone call? Ask yourself why you have those unanswered texts, or why you don't want to meet the people that you have to meet. It's because you don't want to face the reality. Maybe your health is not in good shape. Maybe your finances are not okay. but you don't want to face the reality and say, oh, this is it, I'm not okay, I just have to accept, go to a corner, tell them that you have to give me space, I need space to sort my things. But until we come out and express what we really want, the concept of reality will just remain in the blueprint of other people's beliefs. And the free will that we so declare that we have is just a myriad of imagination. Keep thinking with me. Thank you.